A story about a Lego piece that became the craziest, best thing in the world? Well, um, Alex and his dad used to play with Legos sometimes, just like many other kids do. But Alex really, really loved it. And so his dad would sometimes buy him different pieces of Lego and different kits for him to build. And he was impressed because even at a very, very early age, Alex was capable of focusing his mind and building some of the most complex Lego kits ever. And so it was that it became uh, one of the many things that Alex and his dad would do together from time to time while talking about life and about the spiritual world and this dimension and the others and anything that came to mind. It was such a beautiful thing that one day when Alex was older and decided to go study abroad in another country, he decided to take with him just one single physical thing from home to remind him of his childhood, and that was a Lego piece. And so he put that Lego piece on a necklace, and off he went to study in a different country, in a different language, engineering. And so he studied hard and he became actually one of the top scientists and engineers in his field. He loved what he did and he was so good at it that one day when he wasn't too old, in fact, he was probably 28 years old, he was called to serve in one of the highest honors possible. A very important institution wanted Alex to be the chief engineer in a very special space mission. He was being offered training and a job in order to become an astronaut. But not just any astronaut, a future astronaut with new technologies that don't even that are not even known, or at least they're not even released and being used right now. An astronaut for a special type of ship that used no rockets, but instead controlled gravity. It was exactly like a UFO, and his mission was to go to the edge of the solar system and come back. That was it. And so he did. He accepted. For years and years, he trained hard and passed all the tests with flying colors. He was very bright. His superiors were very impressed with his skills. And so the time came, a few short years later, when among the top contendants that had been trained, he was the one selected for the mission. So him, Alex, a girl named Sasha, and two other guys were going to go all the way to the edge of space in this new technology of spacecraft. They strapped themselves up, and Alex had been carrying this Lego piece in his neck all of his life, ever since he left home. It was very precious for him, and so he requested that he was allowed to carry this with him, as it was like something very important and meaningful for him from home. And because it was a small Lego piece, it was allowed that he would carry this Lego piece with him into space. And so he did. And as soon as the engines started whirling, something strange happened. A glow, like a pink glow, started emanating from the engines. Nobody knew what was happening, but all parameters seemed normal, so they decided to keep going and not abort the mission. Before you know it, poof! Alex and his team were at the edge of the galaxy in just a split second. They immediately started taking measurements. Everything was going perfect. When suddenly they saw something that was not supposed to be there. It was a huge spaceship from aliens. And of course, it made sense. Alex had been briefed in the possibility of something like this happening because if humans discover this technology, why wouldn't other species have? Maybe even before humans did. And indeed, they were there. And they immediately contacted Alex's ship and opened a huge door in a huge, giant mothership and engulfed Alex's ship completely. His team was really, really scared, but Alex assured them that everything was going to be alright. He was the engineer, and as such, he was not only in charge of technical aspects of the ship, but he was also an exobiologist and an expert because he spoke many languages. So, and he knew about other dimensions and other things as well. So he was going, he was going to be the point of contact in case this happened. There was already a contingency plan for something like this. And so Alex activated the ship's sensors and detected that outside of the ship, the atmosphere was breathable again. Apparently, the aliens had created an atmosphere to mimic the one from Earth. And so he opened the door and he stepped outside. And for the first time, humanity was meeting with an alien species eye to eye. And Alex was the one leading the role of humanity. He's put his hand forward and up, showing the palm of his hand as a sign of openness. And the alien did the same thing. And then the alien took a necklace from his head that had like a sphere that was glowing inside with beautiful colors and handed it to Alex. Alex, not knowing what the culture of this alien was and not wanting to offend them, being the first contact, felt that he had to do the same thing, but he didn't have anything special. And that's when he remembered the Lego piece from his childhood. And so he took the Lego piece that he had been carrying all of that time since he left home 10 years ago and extended it and gave it to the alien. And after that time, that exchange signified the union between two species, one from Earth and another one from distant stars. And to this day, that Lego piece is on display in the highest places of the mother home planet of the alien species, where everybody in that planet comes to see the gift from the humans. And it doesn't have to be anything important. It is important for the fact that it is the first gift exchange. Of course, this species, knowing that, always give the most important jewels. But because they don't know our culture, they assumed that that Lego piece was one of the most important jewels of our culture, never knowing that it was just important to a kid named Alex who used to play Lego with his dad many years ago. And that's the story of the Lego piece that became the most important thing in the world. The end.
Best story ever.
Good night,